I think this is going. Okay, taxi vlog. 226, yes, I know it's beeping. We're backing up. Yeah, 226. It is the 22nd of October. It is 25 years and 2 days exactly since I checked myself into the psychiatric ward at 4 East in Lakeshore General Hospital, Pointe-Claire, Quebec. Really, I'm fine now, I think. Day shift has moved mirrors and everything around and readjusted everything out of adjustment. But here we are. The Tuesday last week turned out real good after the Monday, which was really terrible. I think I took home $35 on Monday. Tuesday, I did all right. Well, I had about $50 up from. Why does he have to have this screen on? I find it distracting. You know that touch screen in the middle of the dash? Real distracting. And I had about $50 on for myself after lease and fuel, and then at about, I guess it was 5 o'clock, I got a time call to the girls' school, and sure enough, the girl from the private girls' school was going to Chicago to go shopping. Must be nice to be rich. Well, she took the cab out to the airport and gave me another $50 to chomp on our nights off. Cindy and I went to Young's Restaurant. We made a video a long time ago, put it on the Feckwig channel with our friend Coco, the host at the restaurant. Anyway, we had a good meal and we did our laundry. I even shot a video about that while doing laundry, but I'll get around to that some other time. We're now in the present. But what it is that in the last week or so, people have asked me questions like, how does the meter work? Well, the meter works in such a way as when the car is standing still and the meter is on, it ticks on time, and it ticks about a dime every, I think it's, oh shit, he's got the temperature up to 78. No wonder it's getting warm in here. Okay, we fixed that problem. And then like that, and turn that display off again. So, yeah, when the wheels are not turning, the meter ticks a dime every 8 seconds or so. And it comes up to about, I don't know, $1 a minute or something. And when the wheels are turning, it goes on distance, and I think it clicks a dime every 17th or 19th of a kilometer. I don't know exactly, but there's a little sticker on the back window in very fine print, explains the whole process. I need a microscope to see it because my eyes are bad. But anyway, that's how that works. So when you are going a certain distance, it doesn't matter if you do it at 10 miles an hour or 100 miles an hour, it will click the same amount for that distance. Except, of course, if you get stuck with traffic lights in between, and you get hit with the red traffic lights, that means it will click more, because when the wheels are not turning, it will go on time as well as the distance that it had covered, which it is not ticking over at the moment. Got that? I don't. People also been asking me how it is that I get paid. Well, ideally, customers pay me in cash. But really what it is the car, I'm leasing the car. So for tonight, it's Monday night. Monday night is an $85 lease. So I got to come up with $85 to give the owner of the car. And I need to come up with some gas money, probably around $10 for a Monday night. Should just about do it, unless I get really busy for some unknown reason, and then it can go up as high as 15. or if the day shift guy didn't fill the tank all the way. But with these Prius hybrids, they don't take a lot of fuel, so you know, if it's $1 or $2, whatever, who cares, you know? So yeah, it can be anywhere between $5 and $10 for tonight. That's why, okay, I have to come up with $85 to give to the owner of the car for lease, and I got to come up with another $10 or so for the fuel, so my expenses are $95. And, oh, is that a cop? He looks kind of suspicious. No, it's just a SUV BMW on the side of the road. I don't know. It looked like he was waiting for something. Anyway, whatever. So I got to come up with $95 to pay for the fuel and to pay the owner to use the car, and then what I make on top of that is my profit. Last night, for example, it sucked. It was a bad, slow night. I worked. I came out here at 7:30, and I got my first call at about 8. Actually, it wasn't a call. Some kid walked up to me and wanted to go across town, so I took him across town. And I waited at the other end of town for about an hour, watching YouTube videos. And I didn't get any calls, so I came back to the part of town I like to work in. And then between 10:30 and 11:30, I got 3 fares. So at 11:30, I called Cindy and told her, well, yeah, I'll be watching some videos. I think it's slow, but for the moment, I've been busy. Then I sat for 3 hours in one parking lot, had another call at 2:30, took those people home, and then I sat from 2:30 till 6 in the morning. My grand total take home was $25. But most of the time I was sitting around doing nothing, so I wasn't really working. I was just watching YouTube. Okay, so hopefully tonight I'll do a little better than that. They put me 5th in 68 alright, only? Yeesh, it's going to be another stinker, I think. Well, I can sort of tell why it's a stinker. The weather is ugly and people look outside and they go, I'm not going out in that. Friday night, I got a late start because I slept in a little bit. I slept till about 6, and by the time dinner was ready at 6:30, actually it was 6:45 because Cindy was taking a nap too, so it took her a while to get dinner ready, and then I had my dinner ready, and by the time I got to work it was 8:30, like tonight. But when I got there, there was no key for the car. I didn't find a key, so I reached into my pocket to get my cell phone, and the phone wasn't in my pocket, so I had forgotten my pocket too, my cell phone, to get it. So I had to go home to get my phone to call the owner to ask him where the key was, and he says, wait a minute, I'll get back to you. Well, he got back to me, and it turns out that the key was at the guy's brother's place next door. So I had to go next door, and there it was in the mailbox next door. Don't ask me why, I don't understand it myself. But then I got to the car, and it wouldn't start when I got the key in there. So I knew the trick which I had learned the week before, which I didn't talk about in last week's vlog. I guess it just slipped my mind because it was an unpleasant thing. I had to open up the trunk, and I had to disconnect the battery for 5 seconds to get the onboard computer to boot up again and give me enough juice to start the car. So once I had that plugged in, the car started and I was off to work. But then I was busy. I was doing one right after another, and by like 4 o'clock I was pretty tired, and I took a little nap, and I was even... Then at 4:30 I got another call, and another call, and I had calls until 6 o'clock. It was great. Considering that I started as late as I did quite well. So it was not bad. Friday night. Saturday night I started earlier than on Friday, and it went okay. It was a little mellower, but I still was getting good luck, and I was connecting all over the place. The fares were not that long, but I got enough of them. And at the end, in the morning, I got a call to woke me up actually, and I went to do this call, and it was at an apartment building, and I picked up this lady who wanted to pick up her boss on the way to go to the airport, and we ended up waiting a while at the guy's place for him to come out for about 10 minutes, and she asked me to turn the meter off, and I said, well, yeah, okay, since it's a long fare anyway, you know, sure, I'll do that for you. And we waited and waited, and then he came out, and we continued our drive out to the airport, and it was a $55 fare. I got $75 for doing it. The guy was really generous, I guess because I was waiting. Well, I'm going to stop off at the liquor store here to get some Steam Whistle beer. I hope they have it. If not, I'll try another liquor store one of these days. But Papercut777 is back, and I've been watching his videos, and I got to try this Steam Whistle beer because he has it in all his videos. So yeah, I think I might even make a video of that on the Food Quig channel. So hope yours is better than mine. Thanks and good night.